If you haven't been paying attention to what happened in LA a couple of weeks ago on the global charts, you're already behind. I'm talking about Ye, Kanye West. And look, we know the headlines, we know the controversy, and we know the deplatforming that happened a couple of years ago. But last week, the math just changed the game for every artist on the planet.
You do what I'm saying? We all famous. I drop my top right now and this big old brainless. Mama, I made it.
It's the We All Famous show. I'm Simbo, and this is my partner CL. What it do, buddy?
What's that, homie?
Oh, man, look, it's trying to get it. Hey, look, let's look at the data right quick. Because the data, they don't have an opinion like you do, like other people do, like I do. It's the data. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. You know what I'm saying? Look, Ye just dropped a new album entitled Bully. His first week independent sales was 200,997 units. Man, that's a big number for a guy with no major label, no machine behind him, no Universal, no Sony, no Warner Brothers, no Def Jam, no Rockefeller, no radio department calling the station, force feeding to play this single. You know, that happened in the majors. You know what I'm saying? He's the #1 album on Apple Music, Spotify, globally. Hey, Kanye didn't just survive the cancellation. He bypassed gatekeepers totally. He doing it for real on his own. What's up, man?
Hey, man. What the first thing you got me to say, if you haven't been paying attention, I ain't been paying attention to Kanye.
That's okay.
But since you enlightened me a little bit, I see what you're talking about. But I ain't been paying no attention. I ain't been looking.
I mean, you out the Democrat.
Yeah, I ain't been looking.
You know, you 5 decades in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't been looking.
Yeah, you ain't been looking for.
I ain't been looking.
You got other things going on. But you know, hey, at the We All Famous show,
Yeah,
that's what we talk about. Things like this.
enlighten me.
Yeah, okay. Well, look,
And you did.
okay, look, the real draw dropper. It ain't just the streaming; it's the live gate.
You said draw dropper?
No, I say, but the real jaw dropper.
Okay.
It ain't the streaming; it's the live gate.
Yeah.
Ye just did 2 nights in SoFi Stadium in LA. Total gross is $33 million. Let that sink in. $33 million for 2 shows. That's the highest grossing concert in the history of SoFi Stadium. He even got Beyonce's husband out here trying to do it in New York and have him 3 shows at Yankee Stadium. You know, he's a copycat.
Yeah. You know, they already been having their little internal beats anyway.
Kanye is the bigger artist to me right now.
Yeah,
you know, they were interviewing people in New York, and they were saying who you rather see, Kanye or Jay-Z. And a lot of the people in New York were saying Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, but he out-earned the biggest pop stars in the world who got the full backing of all them things I was telling you. The major record companies, you know.
Even Drake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hey,
You surpassing what Drake do, because Drake been on top for a minute.
yeah, he been on top for a minute, but Kanye king, man. And I ain't just talking about rap. I'm talking about music. I mean, come on, man. Kanye been around since what, 03, 04?
You the research king.
It's over 20 years. And he's still selling out concert venues like that. He's not doing clubs. A lot of times when you be in the rap game this long, you be hot and then you not.
Yeah.
And then you just doing little, you know, spot dates, clubs, and reunion tours. This man had a main event with no major label behind it. And I don't work for Kanye.
Okay.
I don't work for
You
him.
ain't like Charlemagne and Revolt?
No, I'm just impressed. I'm impressed. I'm not that. No, I'm impressed. Look. For years, the narrative was if you lose your distribution, you done. If the labels cut you off, you disappear. Ye just proved that when you the brand, you can make it happen.
Well, I don't know why a lot of artists don't do that, because like I say, proving that you the brand is also like NBA YoungBoy.
You know why?
You know,
Yeah, you're right. But
you
you know
don't
why?
come out with no album.
But you know why though? Ye is a brand. He bigger than the label. And he's putting, I know me and you don't like a few of his albums. You know, I don't, some of them albums, I'm like,
Yeah.
But this new album, Bully, hey man, I didn't skip a track yet.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I haven't heard it yet, but for you to put your thumbprint on stuff,
Hey.
as critical as you are about different things, and you know about music.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely go check it out. So a young shy kid from Chicago selling out all of LA, and everybody there.
Man, everybody there, man, and was he had, I think, 1 million people in the queue to try to get the ticket. So they almost crashed the internet. You know what I'm saying? Look, Ye proved that his brand is bigger than the industry. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrifying moment for record executives, though. They used to provide the platform, but Ye is essentially saying with this project, this album, I am the platform.
Well,
So
go ahead. Yeah, a lot of artists who need to take heed to that. Then I mean, a lot of them think it's all about going to the label. You know what I'm saying, but once you get a certain amount of status, instead of throwing that money in the strip club and all you doing, you did invest in your own independent music and quit getting these what they call it when they give you money up front.
per diem.
Yeah, basically a per diem.
Or per diem, or basically advance.
Advance. They give you these advances. All that money got to be paid back. Videos, all the jewelry they give you, the cars, all that got to be paid
Yeah,
back.
at least 360 deals, man. I mean, they own your merch and everything. Look, he turned this ecosystem into his social media, his website, his direct to consumer model. I bought some shoes from Kanye. They like I don't want to say water shoes. They like sock shoes. I was tripped. I bought them. It took almost 6 to 8 months for me to get it, but they was $20. So just hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If 3 million people send him $20, man, that man made 60 million off something. And I sent emails, hey man, I ain't got my product. You know, and nobody went online. You know, people was going online and say, hey man, Kanye got me, woo woo. But they came, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, he's turned Ye into a name brand is what I'm saying. It's almost like going by Gucci.
Well, no, it ain't, because that stuff he's selling is not worthy of being outside eating.
Not to me and you, but somebody. What I'm saying is, for him to be a billionaire, somebody buying it. Look,
Yeah.
So recently he's getting ready to do a tour in England. They banned him from the country because of some of the anti-Semitic comments that he made. Pepsi and Diego, they both withdrawn their sponsorships. It was the 2026 Wireless Festival in London over the, you know, all the stuff that they said he was doing because he was the headline. I'm just gonna say this, man. He not gonna miss that. If you can make 33 million at SoFi,
yeah,
he just gonna go do a concert in New York. He ain't gotta leave the States.
Nah, I think Kanye, even though he had got a little, they had tried to call itself blackballing him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You was a billionaire, but all of a sudden you go down to 500 billion. You still rich. You know, you can damn near do what you want to. I don't got to be a billionaire. What's the just a title saying I'm a billionaire? What? To me, 500 million and 1 billion ain't too much of a difference from a young cat from the hood where we from. We've already succeeded.
I was finna say, how you know, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You holding back,
but he didn't already succeeded.
Let me hold something. You know what I'm saying?
I wish they would. I don't have these endorsements no more. And a lot of that stuff is not tangible anyway. You know, they say you're a billionaire.
I don't know, man. Kanye he not like a lot of these others that's saying they billionaires where they got contracts from people, they working for other people. Jay-Z he's an employee.
Yeah.
Kanye not an employee. And you know, a lot of people gonna get mad at me because Jay-Z.
Like Jay-Z?
It ain't that I don't like Jay-Z. I just seen a lot of I'm not
pocket watching.
No. What I'm saying is, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I'm a Dame Dash guy. Oh, I'm gonna get online and say I'm a Dame Dash guy because if it wasn't for Dame,
you know how to do that dance, Dame, dude?
Yeah, I actually do. But Dame, I like Dame, bro, because Dame fought for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but the whole thing seemed to be around Cameron being president, him naming Cameron president. So I'm just saying, the bottom line is he has a lot of endorsement deals from different people. Kanye created his own endorsement. That's what I'm saying. Kanye had a deal with Adidas for his name, you know, his clothing name, his sneakers. You know what I'm saying? He built his own, is what I'm saying. He built his own.
So even though Jay-Z may not be a YN, he a FN, basically a fuck nigga. That's what people saying about it?
Huh?
I won't confirm or deny.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the comments, you know what I'm saying? I'm just peeping game on certain stuff. And I'm not saying I don't like. I love Jay-Z music. You know what I'm saying? I just think that I'm cut from a different cloth. If me and you build something together, if we building cars coming together, and we blow it up, even if we don't see eye to eye, I'm not finna turn my back on you. Just something that we just might,
Right.
I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that as a platform to step somewhere else and leave you where you at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's something we build together. Yeah, we can bust it down, but I ain't trying to turn everybody against you.
Mm.
And I just felt like just looking from the outside in, I don't know. It's just the way I see that. I'm a good judge of character. With that being said, man, look, Kanye again has changed the game, man. This whole episode is for you artists out there. You inspiring artists. Don't always go think that you got to go sign a 360 deal and get yourself caught up in a contract that you can never get out of and do the poo shiesty.
Right. Well, and Kanye, I like his early albums. He kind of lost me in the middle. I think when his mama died, he started going through some stuff. He kind of lost me in the middle. A lot of stuff. I don't know if it was clout chasing or real stuff. When he's talking about him and his cousin used to take turns penis pecking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But he kind of lost me in the middle or somewhere with a certain thing. But you say he back on track. I'm gonna go back and listen to his music.
I'm gonna say this
and see
man.
what microphone he put into his mouth now and see if he is due.
Pause. I'm gonna say this, man. Michael Jackson did a lot of strange things. I don't know if he did or not. Just alleged. I'm still was a fan of Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Kanye did. I don't know why he put that story out there. I have no idea. But I love College Dropout. I love Beautiful Dark Fantasy.
Like that.
Those some great albums to me. This is like those two albums had a baby. But all that other stuff in between, love and all that stuff, I was lost, man. I was like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. But for somebody to be in the game this long and produce a project at this level, to me, I think that's incredible. But like I say, more incredible than the album is this man able to sell out SoFi Stadium and make $33 million. Independent with no big push. Blackballed. So that means he's bigger than the platform. He's bigger than the industry. So with that being said, look, this is your first time. Don't make it your last time. You got to subscribe to get notified because we are fakes.
Acer, no chaser. Yeah.
Bitch, we toting